Energy Stadium in Houston. Today, a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go from Houston. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
Up second and 9.
From the 35, here's second down and 9. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third and 1.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face third and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger runs a punt for Dallas. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll go with the sneak, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
On play action, Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston, and even 30 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run with Montgomery. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
D. Winters on the stop. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's second and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up first and goal.
Montgomery trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
On second down, Stroud. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Makes the score Texans 7, Cowboys nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. CeeDee Lamb there to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. Play fake. Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 6. They'll give it to Lamb on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
is going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Texans offense ready for their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 3. So after one, 7-0 is our score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. It's Texans football. Quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down for Houston.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Jalen Thompson, the safety, coming hard to record the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Exiting the pocket right. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout. It is C.J. Stroud in need of some attention. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Mills now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Kenny Clark. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Get him, motion.
The play clock down to 0. And this, not the best of sequences.
Still third down.
The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and their running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away. CD on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A quick slant taken by Lamb. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move, and
no chance at all. He'll go down.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack. So often, that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
It's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. Throwing on the run, it's behind his man, and it's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. At the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Texans offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. The Texans set to punt this one away. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. Looked like one of the Cowboys was there to recover. Indeed, they will keep possession. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Prescott. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's Here's Brian Anger now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Texans offense going to take over just before the half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd down and 8. Stroud to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And their only realistic chance to end the half with points is to throw the ball near the sideline, gain as many yards as you can, and then hopefully either get yourself in position to kick the field goal or at the very least in position where you can attempt a Hail Mary.
Here's Mills. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage here on 3rd down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
All right, Mike, thanks very much.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Mills. Down the field, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to connect with his tight end, Dalton Schultz. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Kamari and Lassiter there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Pistol now for Prescott. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. It's out wide to Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. They run over center with Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
15 yards on the
Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
At the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
2nd down, Prescott. That's complete to Devontae Turpin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A 44-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Mills to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Now Mills. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The 4th quarter begins, and it's a run with Montgomery. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Schultz, the motion man. Back to throw. Mills. To the left side. Caught by Schultz. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Mills now. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. To throw is Mills. He's got his big tight end, Schultz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second down and 3. One more time for Montgomery. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
The Texans.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Cowboys 6.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. CD on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Williams gets it on the draw. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down. able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive, and I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll throw again. Dak. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. To the air again. Prescott. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now, 2nd and 4. Now this is going to be a design run. Oh, the ball comes out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Getting hard to hear in here. The noise very loud from the crowd. 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
The Cowboys will line up
from the shotgun. It's Dak. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So the deficit cut from 11 down to a field goal. Now they'll try an onside kick.
All right, good effort, just doesn't work out, but it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He gets this to Moreau, left side. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
It is 2nd and 6. Moreau in motion. A carry here from Montgomery. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
35-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. So it's a win here for the Texans. They proved much the best in this one to get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory.